they'll be calling you a radical. I've been waiting to do a video on this because I just didn't know, and you know, and I thought, well, some of these Canadians up there, they'll be all over this. So, I mean, these devastating fires that are going on up there, my God, have you seen the community? I mean, just burned everything to the ground, these incredible fires. I want to talk about this as being reported by Euronews now. So, there's journalists descending all over the area, and, you know, they want to know what's going on. They're making them sign full disclosure, I mean, no disclosure contracts. They're confiscating cameras. They're not letting, why? So Euronews is over there. Euronews is reporting that there's a major nuclear waste dump there. So that's, you know, is it spilled over from the 40s? Apparently so, 50s, that's what they're reporting. Euronews, and it's not just uranium tailings. It's much more than that. This is a waste dump. An old waste dump where they just dumped it. And apparently it's burned. Now, I'm just going to, I don't know this. It's why they have the disclosure. I don't know this, but there's he put up this great YouTube video today. My God, it's devastating. This fire is gargantuous. It's incredible burning across there. And so, Euronews has dug in. They got a reporter up there, and he's dug in, and he's like, no, it's a secret site, but Canada is confirming, yes, it's real, it's there. Has it burned? I don't know. But why else? I mean, why do they have, I mean, these reporters are coming off the bus saying, what are they doing? They're not allowing us in. They're making a sign to, you know, no disclosure contract. What the hell? The Queen's uranium mines, everybody says, you know, in Vienna when we're there protesting, you know, we call Canada the Great Weasel Nation. I'll tell you why. Because, you know, they've signed on to ICAN. They've signed on to these agreements, no nuclear bombs, no nuclear bombs. You know, so is Sweden, you know. So they turned them the Weasel Nation, the Great Weasel. Look, the Queen. Really, she owns all the uraniums, you know. Where are the great uranium mines of Australia? Freaking Canada. You know, so this dynamic up there, so isn't this the way it's gone since the 40s? We just dump this stuff somewhere where nobody will even know. Out in the Nevada test site, out in the West Desert of Utah, nobody will ever find it. It'll just be there. Forget it. We'll be dead and gone when these people have to deal with it. So this burns, and I want to talk about this also. Across Russia and Ukraine, the same dynamic, the same parallel, and those fires that raged across Chernobyl, and we know for a fact it released radiation now. Now the reindeer in Norway, I mean, their mates say they monitor that so heavy, had major spikes in 2014. Was that the proxy war in the Ukraine blowing this militia dump up? Remember, we got video of that. You know, or is it the fires releasing aerosols from Mayak? And I think it's from Mayak from Chernobyl, but this is a big story. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck up there. You know, not some rat boy sitting in his basement talking shit. You know, there's guys up there that actually get out of their house and actually do some work. I mean, it's heartbreaking. I mean, my God, I mean, just all those houses right to the foundation. Wow, what a beast of a fire. And I want to also talk about this. I just got a phone with Tim, the Medford Fishing Derby. So the bookings tournament last year, as you know, Salmon caught a total of 7 legal fish, 400 boats for 5 days. You heard me right, 7 fish. So the Salmon Fever tournament was out there all week. 5 fish, not 5 legal, 5 fish caught in 2 full days. The fish, this is salmon, the fish that won the tournament, 10 pounds. 10 pounds. You know, those salmon tournaments get won by 40 pounders or 50 pounders. I mean, at least 38 pounders. I mean, I saw pictures, they're sickly. I mean, you can go into Nile and wake up. The salmon is I mean, because they go to sea to 4 to 5 years. You know, the Puget Sound, Washington, there's a tight lid. You know, my buddy who was back in Washington dealing with NOAA says the head of NOAA is a moron, doesn't even know what he's talking about. And they just said, we're just not going to say anything. Because the Obama administration is protect the economy, can't make deal. Hillary gets elected, whatever, just protect it, just, you know, so as he goes to Fukushima, Japan, you know, should he apologize? He should be arrested. I mean, the cover-up of Fukushima, Barack Obama, you know, Hillary, her emails, got to talk to Kissinger, you know, there's the shiny ball, we know all those things. So, all nuclear activists, all fighters on deck up there. This is a great piece by Euronews. You know, wow, this thing's very real. You know, that's what they say, oh, it's very real. What is it? What is it? How hot of waste is it? Is it Hanford up there on fire? My God, some scary shit. Now, so I'd imagine things will, if it is burning, they'll be starting to be detected in Toronto. I don't know. You know, I'm sure not a Geiger counter expert, and I don't even get into rad ratings or whatever. I just, you know, the reality of the reality. We've got 4, 5, 6, really 15 major nuclear meltdowns went on in Japan, and their answer is just to push it into the Pacific Ocean. And anybody doesn't think that there's no consequence. Nuclear fission, we don't know how powerful it is. Gamma rays from hell. Anybody that thinks there's no byproduct for that, because there is no offshoot, that is the definition of insanity. To think you can dump full-blown out nuclear fission event that's never happened in the history of mankind, freaking blown out, freaking full-blown out nuclear fission, gamma rays, tritium freaking spikes that are the highest the world's ever seen by 1 billion times, pushed into the Pacific Ocean for 1,900 days. Day 1,900. For 1,900 days, and that's not going to freaking genocide the ocean. That's not, there's no consequence. That is the definition of insanity. You know, the chickens have come home to roost, Bobby. The nuclear cartel, this incredible thing, just throw it anywhere. Throw it in the woods, hide it in the backcountry, whatever, just dump it out. You know, we'll be dead and gone. Let the future generations do well. Cancer spiking. I mean, you go in denial all you want about this. This is a big style. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck up there. Euronews reporting it. Why would they possibly have gag orders, no, you know, making them sign? You know, these media from all over the world have descended there. They want to see this. They want to talk about this. Why else would they do this? I mean, wow. Boy, the Queen, she's got control, don't she? You know, wow. Teddy was right. We should have let Teddy invade Canada when he wanted. Teddy Roosevelt really did want to invade Canada after he went and kicked the royal family out of Cuba. McKinley wouldn't let him. You know, set the Canadians free. You know, wow. Wow. So this is a big story. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck. I don't know if that is the gag order, but it sure sounds like it is to me. I mean, isn't it always nuclear? I mean, isn't that their answer always, from Hiroshima to Nagasaki to Chernobyl to Mayak to, you know, Rocky Flats to Santa Susana to the Nevada test site? Cover up, cover up. They murdered my father, you know, gave me leukemia. Denial, wow. Now, not a river, it's a wildfire. So all nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Let's see what we can find out on this. So here's the links, I'll list the links, you know. Good Lord, what next? Stay tuned.